Okay, you guys, we're gonna do rotations, warming up and rotations to help our balance. Are you ready? Let me show you how my setup is. I'm in Jessica's living room, okay? And she has this nice little corner. And I just happened to notice I have four different surfaces to work on right here. So if you're in your bedroom, great, because I'm going to use this low area over here as my pretend bed. See this? So this is like a lounger, like a couchy type lounger, you know? And so I'm going to use that. I think everybody's seeing me all right. Are you seeing me okay? Give me your thumbs up. Yeah? Okay. All right. Okay, I see everybody coming on. So I'm going to use four different surfaces and the floor in different ways today. First of all, I'm going to put my hand on my chair or my counter, and I'm going to start right here. See this? Who would have thought? So anytime you see this, number one, soften this knee. It's the one closest to. Now I'm going to do them both. I'm going to do outside and inside as I'm standing here, and then I'm going to turn and do it the same way. Why am I doing that? Because you get different pressures. If you swing here and hold here versus if you are here and you swing to the outside. The big caution I will give you is when you're swinging, whether you're going inside or outside leg, don't lean. Meaning don't lean into the counter. See? Drop your shoulders. Take a big deep breath. And when you get ready to swing your leg, and why do you want to start with this one? Because it starts oiling your hip. Okay, it starts that synovial fluid through your hip. So instead of doing a lot of steady state type holding stretches, I'm going to do a rotational. And I'm taking special care to not do something. And if I asked you what it was that I'm not doing that most people do when they do this, you should be yelling at the screen. Don't turn your toe out. See, everybody wants to do this. I don't want you to do that. Not right now. So right now, if you were doing every one of those with me, you felt this leg heating up. Okay? Yay. That's why I don't want you to lock your knee. Okay? That's why I want to keep your rib cage lifted, your shoulders down, my chin tucked in. Okay? This is just posture 101. Okay. I use this as my stability, and I swung this leg. You see how I lifted my toe? See how that? And I don't go way back. Sure, if I wanted to, I could just really yank this thing around. I don't want to do that. I just want to get a rotational through the hip, gentle rotation through the hip, pelvis, back. Every time you do this, you do little moves through your hip bones, your hip socket, your back, you're holding. Okay, so now I did it the second time. Now I'm going to trade. I'm not going to turn. I'm going to stand on this leg, okay? So soften the knee. Don't bend it, just soften it. Drop your shoulders. Hang on to whatever that you can hang on to. A wall, a door frame. A door frame is perfect to do this through, depending on what's in front or back of you. So keep softening your joint in your knee. It's holding you. You will have much more fully engagement in your gluteal, in your quad, hamstring, and your feet. Did I forget to say feet? Yes, my feet are bare and my toes I'm trying to open wide. I keep my toe up. I don't go really high, front or back, But this repeated little swinging pendulum rotation is a great thing to start with, not only for your hip, but like I said, your back. I'm just barely touching right here. My knee is very soft. Keep my shoulders down, breathing through my nose, just a couple more. Keep your toe up in dorsiflexion. Okay, don't let that toe drop. Yeah, this is tough to do if you have a toe drop from a knee problem, as Kathy will tell you. Okay, keep going, just a few more. See, I'm not going real high. I'm just going, just going. Tighten your tummy, soften your knee. Now put your foot down. Whoa, now step wide. So rotations are where it's at if you're going to start doing any kind of mobility type move. So first of all, let's rock and roll. So what are we doing? So careful, careful, always be next to a counter, a chair, or a wall that you can hang on to. Do you see what I'm doing with my feet? See, I'm rolling to the outside, rolling to the inside. I'm not going fast, but I'm not going super slow, but I'm rolling. And I want to roll, I want to put my toes down. Then I want to bring my toes up and do the same rocking and rolling. Why am I doing that? Because just by bringing your toes up in a flexed move and then pointing them down where you're gripping the floor, that is big moves for your feet. It changes the mechanics all the way up, all the way up. Try it. See, I have my toes down, gripping the floor. Don't go super fast. Roll all the way to the inside, to the outside. Keep your hips pretty still. What do I mean by that? I mean, don't throw your hip back and forth. The hip will go. I'm rolling through my feet. See this? Now bring your toes up. Flex them all the way up. Now you're rolling through your foot and the front of your footbed. Okay, but your toes are up. Do you see how it changes the way that you balance just by doing that? And you just kind of do this. Then put your toes down and grip again. Tight tummy. Keep soft in the hip. Okay, definitely bent a little in the knees. And keep your toes up and keep your toes down. So do that a little bit. Whoa, is that good work to do? Okay, so now, I'm sorry. We're gonna move straight from this to on up the chain in our rotations. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna go this way, and at first, we are not going to pivot. This is a pivot. Anybody that's played basketball knows what a pivot is, okay? Nancy knows for sure what a pivot is. She's my basketball player. I'm joking. Okay, here we go. See what I'm doing? I'm coming down here because I don't want to hit my hands on anything. I'm fully down in my feet, okay? I'm bent a little bit at my hip and my knee. I am not gonna move my feet, not to begin with, but I am gonna really pull my arms around. That's a lot different than slinging, okay? So drop your shoulders, soft in the hips, soft in the knees, really grounded. Feet, toes are splayed. Then I'm gonna go as far as my upper body turning in a transverse rotation will allow. But I'm not moving my feet at all. Some of you are doing it, I know it, you're going around a little bit and you're bringing a heel up. Don't do that right yet. Just stay grounded right down into those feet. Drop your shoulders, let those arms really pull, okay? See how I'm pulling them around? I'm pulling them all the way around. And then, as I'm doing this little rotation right here, keeping my feet on the floor, Don't even lift your heel. No, no, no. Keep your knees bent. Drop your shoulders. As I'm doing this pulling, this rotation, I'm going to start turning my head and looking and looking. So every time I rotate, stay into your feet. Drop your shoulders again, take a breath. So I'm looking, and when you look, I want you to focus on one thing, just for really a split second. Keep going, don't stop, don't stop. You're gonna turn your head right with your arms. Take a breath, couple more, couple more, couple more. See, I'm focusing, focusing, focusing. So every time I turn my head, I focus, okay? So, yes, that's one of those very important ways to keep your eyes being able to move so they can focus near and far. We don't do enough far-sighted type work. Okay, now I am gonna do that same move, but I'm gonna pivot. It's gonna change everything. So now I'm gonna keep my foot in place. I'm gonna pivot one leg. See that? Now, here's what's important. When you pivot and you turn that knee all the way in and you're turning all the way around and you're looking behind you now, because I've pivoted, look at my foot. See my foot? So I'm gonna go into the balls of my feet. I wanna flex my toes, put a tiny bit of pressure on those toes. This knee is soft. I'm down. See, I'm not leaning yet. All right, I'm down. My heel is up. I'm really putting a little gentle pressure on those flexed toes. Then I'm gonna come all the way back around and I'm gonna pivot this way, okay? Now, if you were playing a basketball game, look directly behind you, drop your shoulders, ears, shoulders, hips. But look at what's going on here. Whoa, I'm going all over the place with my knee rotation. This is my hip replace. This is my knee replace. It's not going to hurt me. It's going to give me valuable turning skill, valuable in balance, valuable in the way we're doing our head, in the way I'm positioning hip, pelvic, knee. So don't lean and look directly behind you, point all the way behind you. Then come right here, sit back into your feet, into your heels. Then you're going to turn and you're going to pivot and you're going to point all the way behind you. You're going to bring this arm with you and point. So 2 pointers. Then you're going to come here to the center. You're going to pivot and you're going to point. Now be careful, because when you do this with both hands and you turn and pivot and you look, you're going to get off balance. That's okay, but not if you fall. It's a joke. I don't want you to fall, but I want you to do this move. I'm just telling you, this kind of a turning and holding your balance, working with your feet, go into that flex toe and then heel down position. Flex toe, heel down. Come back around, turn, flex those toes, reach. Now put the heels down. Bring it up, put the heels down. Bring it up, go into that flex toe position. Drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders. And come back around. I'm gonna do 2 more on both sides. Stay with me, okay? See, I'm right here. I'm in a little tiny bit of a hip hinge, not much. Then I'm gonna turn, swoop, turn. I'm gonna put that heel down. Be careful when you put the heel down and when you bring it up, because that is gonna get you off balance. Drop your shoulders, take a big breath, drop your shoulders, bring your heel up. Now place the heel down, bring your heel up, place the heel down, come back around. One more time, here we go, all the way over here. First of all, drop your shoulders. Okay, you're reaching, I'm looking, I'm pointing. I'm gonna drop the heel all the way down, then I'm gonna come to the ball of the foot. Drop your shoulders, drop the heel. Take a big breath, one more time. Big breath, and drop the heel. And then swing it back around. And here I am, right here. Then I'm gonna step to my little chair. This could be your kitchen chair. So I have, as I was pointing out, I have four different surfaces. I've already used this one, I'm gonna use it again. Here's my chair, this is a little higher than a normal kitchen chair. See, I'm like this. So I'm doing, in essence, a high hip hinge. And then I'm gonna come up here, and I'm gonna push the hips forward. I'm gonna bend my knees. I'm gonna bring those hands right back behind my head and just lay right into those hands. As my hips are pushing forward, I'm bouncing myself with my feet. Then I come out of that. I go right back down to a little hip hinge. See this? So I'm right here. Again, this is just a series of rotations. Okay, so I'm right down here, and then I'm gonna come all the way up, big swoop. I'm gonna not tighten right now. I'm gonna release. I'm gonna push the hips forward, drop my knees, soften my knees, bring the hands not all the way up, bring them right back here, right behind your head. Open your elbows. Open your elbows, and you're laying your chin. You're laying your chin down, but you're pushing with your head into your fingertips. And then you come out of that move, and you come right here to the high hip hinge. And now I keep my chin tucked. I come right down here, and I reach down as far as I can, but my knees are bent. And then I'm gonna come back up. Once I've come back up, I'm gonna turn around, put my hands right here on my chair. And this one's a little higher than a normal kitchen chair, but you can do it off your kitchen chair. And I'm gonna step forward, and I'm gonna slide a leg back, okay? And I'm gonna come down to my elbows, and I'm gonna rotate. There's that word again. I'm gonna bring my toes up in the front. My heel is down in the back. I'm really pulling those toes up in the front leg. My elbows are on the seat of the chair, and I'm gonna feel a big stretch coming up through the hamstring, okay? Then I'm gonna put that toe down, and I'm gonna push the knee toward the chair as you keep your heel down and back, okay? Drop your shoulders again, take a big deep breath. Take a big deep breath, drop your shoulders, big breath. Drop your shoulders, big breath. Then I'm gonna bend the back knee, yes, and slide it. I know, I surprised you, didn't I? This is a big move, but it's one of those necessary moves. I'm barefooted, so I have to take caution that I don't slip. If you can't come all the way down, that's okay. You hang on to that chair, and you pull yourself up, and just don't go all the way. Just slide it down as far as you can go with your back knee, and then come back up, okay? Just do that, and then rock and roll. See, you bring that toe up again. Now bring the knee to the chair. Now let the knee go down. You don't have to go all the way down. Then come back up. See how I'm pulling those toes up in the front? Then when I place them down, drop my shoulders. All I'm gonna do is bring that knee down in the back as far as I can go. Right there. See, drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders. Just hang out here for a little bit. Right here, do a little pulse. Take a breath. Just right here. Don't go down all the way with that back knee. Just do it as far as you can go. That front knee should not be hurting you at all. Take a breath, drop your shoulders. Take a breath, drop your shoulders. Take a breath, drop your shoulders. Then switch. So I'm right here at my chair. I'm going to slide the other leg back. And at first, my knee is toward the chair. That gives me where I'm going here. And I have your elbows down here. If you would rather do this from here, you can. That's perfectly fine. Whatever helps you stay in this move a little bit longer. So see the back leg? Should be getting quite a stretch coming up your calf. That means if your calf is stretching, your Achilles and your foot is stretching. And look at the ankle position. Yes, we got to be able to bend those ankles. You can go to your elbows if you want to. Now I'm going to straighten the front leg. And I'm going to pull that toe in the front up. Yeah, I'm going to pull that up there. And I'm going to just keep coming down with my head and chest. Take a breath. Then you're going to come slide that back knee down as far as you can. If you can go to the floor, great. But if you can't, that's okay. It's the bendability. Don't go all the way to the floor if that's a problem. Just go part way. But you're bending your ankle, your toes. You're bending through the knee without it hurting. You're dropping your shoulders. You're pressing through the upper body. And you're rolling from one foot, bending quite a bit, to the back one going straight. Okay? Then you bring that front toe up, place it down, rotate it, come back down. And again, if you can't go to the floor here, it's okay. But bend as far as you can, right here. Bend as far as you can, see? It's this rock and roll that we want to try to do it. I'm just letting you use the chair on this, okay? Big breath. Now, I've done a high hip hinge, right? Now I'm going to do a leg up. And I'm going to use these different surfaces. So, do you see this little chair? So, you probably have several different surfaces. If you've got different chairs, you have different surfaces. So, always have something you can put your hand on. I can put my hand on a wall, I can put my hand on a chair, or I can get a pole. And I'm going to go low right now. See how I'm just stepping up into that? That low level seat. See that? Just a low seat right there. Take a big breath. And I'll just do a few rotations up. Then I'll go to the next height. So I'm out here on the room, but I can stand over here and put my hand on the wall if I need to. And I'm going to bring my foot all the way up. I'm going to put it down all the way up. Okay, and if I can do that without holding on to the wall or anything, great. But always, always have a safety net. See, I can put my hand here on the wall very quickly if I need to. You can have a pole. I just didn't go around to find a broom today. Okay, so tight tummy and bring that leg up to a little bit higher, but it's not as high as a chair. If you're just able to use a chair, that's fine. But I want you to be very proficient in this move. You know why? It hits all the bases. I have to come up to a 90 degree. I have to hold my balance. So that means my knees are soft. And especially with my feet. When I come into this move and bring that knee up, I'm doing a one-legged stance. See that? Then I'm going to shift. So that's the shifting. I'm going to drop my chin. I'm going to tighten my tummy. I'm going to come up to my toe. Again, soften your knee. I'm going to bring that leg all the way up. So this is the one that I have much less movement on because this is my knee replacement. And a hip is talking to me. So it's much tighter. But I want to be able to bring that leg up. And most importantly is the next thing in this little sequence. Everybody just blows this. Oh, that's too easy. Okay, let's make it a little harder. Let's shift. Let's bring our leg up. And before we put the foot down, let's hold it right here, hovering above the chair where I'm going to put it down, and then put it down when you want to put it down, not when you're forced to put it down because you're losing your balance. I know it. Okay, are you ready? Drop your shoulders, shift, take a big breath through the nose. So this is my hard one, my challenging one, I will say that. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my finger on the wall because I wanna hold it here for a bit. I wanna challenge this particular leg, which is my hip replacement. And anybody out there with a hip replacement, always put one finger somewhere to hold here. Don't just give up. Just hang in. You're going to lose your balance more quickly. You've lost a lot of different items in your getting your hip replaced. You don't have the pain, but things are very different. You know what I mean? See how I'm holding it? Then put it down when you want to put it down. Then when you're ready to bring it back up, tighten up in the tummy, soften your knee, bring that leg up, put the hand on the wall or on your chair, hold it there, hold it there, hold it there, make yourself hold balance, then put it down, okay? So I took this very simple stepping up right there into a low area. Then I went a little higher, just a couple inches, and I held it. Yeah, I held it. Okay, and I hovered over it. That is a big deal, y'all. Now look at this. This is a higher level. I do not suggest you go way up here without having something that you can hang on to, okay? Now, this is a higher than normal table. However, if you have a normal table, that is a ready-made exercise tool. You know why? We lose the ability to move into this range of motion. And a lot of it is mobility, yes, through the hips, through the back. It's strength, but it's feet too, okay? So I'm gonna shoot for this one. It's a higher than normal table. If you have a regular table or a counter, something like this, or your kitchen chair, that's fine. You're gonna bring it up as high as you can, and then bring it down, and bring it up, and bring it down. And here's the thing. I want you to be, have assurance that you, in fact, can do that range of motion. Now I'm going up high. This is like a counter. So anybody that has a counter, you have a ready-made tool. My knee is soft, okay? When I go to put it down, I don't want to jerk my back. I have my hand right here on the chair. I don't try to do this freewheeling. Put it on a wall, whatever. But I want you to practice slowly bringing that leg up to your counter height, letting it rest, and then bringing it down, okay? Maybe do these 10 times. You don't have to do it all repeatedly, but when you go to take it down, what are you doing with your body? Some of you, to get the effort to get this leg off of this higher counter, I see people doing all kinds of weird things with their back. Don't do that. You soften your knee, you take a breath, you bring it up and pull it down. See that? Now I have my little chair here that I hold on lightly. And then I bring it down. So I want you to get to where you have enough strength and balance to be able to bring that leg up, hit a counter, bring it down. See how I'm shifting back and forth? Bring it up, point, flex, roll out, roll in, get ready, bring it down. And when you go to bring it down, do not flex your back. You have to soften your knee, okay? Shift, bring that leg up. You're gonna go point, you're gonna go flex. You're gonna bring that toe in, inversion and eversion, out, okay? Point, flex, invert, evert. So it's all that movement with the ankle in this level, and you're holding yourself with one leg. That's the thing I want you to see, that I'm trying to incorporate a lot of this stuff into some of those 5 basic moves that you want to always be able to do. Okay, so this brings me to the next little fun thing that I'm going to do with you. And I'm going to do it on a lower, and some of you are going to be there and you're going to like say, well, Jeannie, I don't have my bed, I don't have my couch. So some of you could do half of this or a portion of this move on a regular couch, okay? So this is one of those loungy type couches, you know? But if you did it on your own couch, that would be fine. You can go back part way of what I'm going to show you right now. So when you're getting up in the morning, instead of just getting up, I want you to keep thinking rotation, okay? And I want to just rotate on the edge of my bed. I want to rotate back. Do I want to throw my head back? No, I don't. And the reason why I'm introducing and showing everybody this move is because you can do it when you get up in the morning before you even stand up. You're sitting on the edge of your bed. You're going to bring one leg up, and you're going to just let yourself go back with your chin tucked. At first, you keep your chin tucked, you roll back, and then you go to the top of your head. And you bring that leg up and in, and then when you're ready to come up, you help with your leg to pull yourself up. When you do that, you drop your chin. Now, don't get freaked out. If you get a little dizzy, it's because your vestibular system is fighting to orient, and it's trying to help you. And you've lost it because we quit swinging, we quit rolling back, we quit doing a lot of things, especially when we have problems with our bones, joints, etc. Let's do the other leg. So I'm sitting on the edge of my bed. You could sit on the edge of your couch, to the very edge of your couch. You could roll back and just bring your leg up like this and then pull your head back. See that? Then come up and then come back. Don't pull your head back so much that you hurt your neck. I'm just saying lift your chin. That's all I'm telling you to do. So here I go. Take a big breath. I'm sitting on the edge of my bed. I'm sitting on the edge of my couch, edge of my chair. I'm going to roll back. And at that point, I'm going to lift my chin. See that? Now I can roll back because I'm kind of in a little lounger thing. And then when I'm down there, I'm going to turn my head from side to side. Then I'm going to pull myself up with my chin tucked. So this kind of rolling back with your chin tucked first, then when you get down there, you're going to bring your chin up and you're going to roll further back. Then you're going to turn and put one ear over on the side, turn and put one ear over on the side. So it's a little systematic way of telling your inner ear, hey, we better start working again, because she's doing these dumb little rollback that this crazy person showed her to do. And so we have to get functioning again. That's what's going on when you start getting busy, okay? But if you're on your bed, like I'm doing here, a couch, you're not gonna fall very far. I hope you're laughing at that little comment. Okay, are you ready? Don't go fast if you tend to get dizzy. But here's the deal, unless there's something going else on, you gotta get the ability back to do this, okay? So here I go. I mean, I'm not gonna do it fast, I'm not. I'm just gonna bring my other leg up, drop my shoulders, take a breath. I'm gonna roll with my chin tucked. Then I'm gonna put my head back as I'm gonna lift my chin. I'll say that. Lift my chin as far as I can. And then I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna put one ear on the side. Roll my head back, turn, put my other ear on the side. Then I'm gonna pull and come up. So you don't want to get down there and just keep turning like that. It's the rolling up and it's the rolling back that is such valuable right here. Then I'm gonna lift my chin, and then I'm gonna turn, and then I'm gonna turn. Then I'm gonna tighten my tummy, and I'm gonna pull and come up out of that position. I'll do it one more time. You should be a little bit dizzy right now. That's okay, just hold on. Take a breath, turn your head, it will settle down. That's those inner ear, the anvil, hammers, and stapes is really rocking and rolling right now. So just settle down. Once it's settled down, take a breath through your nose, drop your shoulders, bring your knee up, and go back. After you get back there, now lift your chin. Now turn it to the side. Now turn it to the other side. Now roll back up. So after you've turned it and you've lifted your chin, that's when you roll back up. That's when things are gonna be spinning. That's okay. Just don't get up. Okay, once it's settled down, all those spinning in your ear settles down, and what will help it settle down is if you just take a breath and focus on one stationary object. It will settle down. Preferably, you'll focus far out, okay? Because you want to focus on far out type of things. Okay, so now I'm in a very low couch. How many times have you ever gone to somebody's house and you're like, I can't get up out of your couch, it's so deep and it's spongy? How many times have you done that? I've done that. And you're like, I don't want to ask somebody to pull me out of this chair. You know what you do? You don't try to get out like this and you rock and roll and you grunt and groan and try to get yourself up. No, you roll. You roll. Here's the couch. You roll. See this? You roll. You put your hands back here. You open your legs and you roll out of it and you come up. That's how you do that. Okay, I just solved a real hard problem for many of us. Okay, now I'm gonna do a little thing with heels and toes. And that's what you think. It's just for your heels and toes, and it's for your feet and your calves. And oh, I'm not interested in that. Well, are you interested in being able to have your eyes focus better? I know. Did I get your attention now? Okay, I'm gonna go to my heels and my toes. See this? So I go way up when I bring my heels up, right? But I want to bring the toes up too. And whenever I'm on my heels, my toes are up. Then I put my toes down and I grip with my toes and I bring my heels up. Okay, now I'm gonna stay up there. Now I'm gonna stay up there, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And my whole visual field is going like this. Now, if you're having a hard time staying on balance, put one finger on a table or a chair or whatever. Then if you can do it without the finger, fine. But if you need it there, just keep it right there, just like that. And as you do this right here, what I want you to do is focus on something, close and stay focused on one little thing. That's not like for me, I'm seeing the screen, but I'm gonna focus, there's a letter on a box that's underneath. I'm gonna focus on that. And what you're gonna notice is all around your room is going up and down, but not the thing you're focused on. See how I'm lifting my heels up? So I'm getting feet, I'm getting calf, I'm getting ankle, I'm contracting, I'm demanding oxygen, I'm breathing heavier. That little number is not moving, but everything else around me is moving. And then I come back down. Just settle down, take a breath, walk around, go the other way. So this is part of our rotational moves today. You're rotating. You're getting that inner ear. You're getting all your muscles. Your brain is reading out. Wow, we have to stay on balance because now this chick is circling the room. See what I'm saying? Give your brain, give your eyesight, give your vestibular system something to do so it comes back. Okay? Take a breath. We're gonna do it one more time now. Now what I want you to do is focus on something far, but it might be a door frame, okay? So focus on something further away, and you're gonna do that up, down. So focus on something stationary, and just keep your eyes, train your eyes. Like for instance, I have mine on about 10 foot away from the letter. It's a door frame and it's the latch on the inside of the door. So I'm focusing on that. My hand is here if I need it. Take a breath, drop your shoulders, big breath through the nose, bring those heels up and just up and down. Not very far, but focus on that farther away. And now the room is going up and down, but not quite as bad. You should notice that it's not going up and down the rest of the room, but you're focused on that item further away. And if you work at this 1 to 3 minutes, pretty much through your day, you can do it anywhere, okay? And just go up and down, up and down, up and down. So why am I having you bringing your heels up and down, up and down? Well, I used to do this when I was jumping rope with Kay in my class. And I was jumping rope till I was 60, but then I had my joints replaced, then you can't. Okay, now we're gonna focus on some of those same 5 moves. Take a big deep breath, and we're gonna do a table. I'm gonna do a tabletop with my back right now. See this? I'm making a tabletop with my back. See that? My elbows are down, my shoulders are down. I'm gonna put my leg back. I'm gonna lift my leg not any further. I'm not gonna go way up. I'm gonna go right here, and then I'm gonna point, flex, go around and around and around. Opposite, round and around and around. Point, flex. I'm gonna squeeze my gluteal right here. See that? Squeeze it, and you're doing little tiny pulses. So there's the same idea of doing little rotations, big rotations. Little rotations, big rotations. Put that leg down. Gotta drop your shoulders here. Put the leg back, lift it to just the tabletop level. See, I'm not down here and I'm not way up here. I'm right here, okay? So it's like a table. Now squeeze your gluteal, really squeeze it. Drop your shoulders. Little tiny squeezes. Breath, squeeze, breath, squeeze, breath, squeeze, breath, squeeze, breath, and back down. Now I'm gonna grab my chair and I'm gonna do one of those. I pretty much covered pretty much all of the moves except for this one. So I'm gonna go wide. I'm gonna do my chair. I could have a big old kettlebell here, but we're doing Mobility Wednesday. So I don't have any weight, but I'm gonna assume this position here. See, the same position. My toes are out a bit. And instead of a kettlebell that I'm coming down to, see, I'm gonna use my chair. I'm hip hinging. I'm not bending my back. I'm rotating into my heels. I'm gonna use the chair to facilitate how low can I bend, and your knees will just gently be over your toes here. And I'm gonna hang out here just for a little bit. Then I'm gonna come up and go wide. See that? My toes stay still, but I'm rotating my whole body back there. Now, if you didn't want to do that, you just go back, okay? Drop your shoulders, act like you're trying to grab a big old bag full of chocolates. That works for me, okay? Drop your shoulders. Are you ready? We're going to use the chair and we're going to go as low as we can go in this kind of a frog type position. See this? See, it's a this and it's a this, but we're just going to take it a little lower. And I'm going to use my chair if I need it. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to keep my back extended. Do not flex your back. You bend down. You put down there as far as you can go, as that knee, that hip will let you. You hang out down here. You take rest. Don't let your knees cave. Keep your knees open. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. And come back up. And open. All the way. And look behind at your fingertips. Take a big deep breath. And then swoop down. So, 2 or 3, up to 6 even, of those kind of gentle folding and opening. You don't have to have a big weight to get good, really good benefit. Okay, now we're gonna head toward the end of the class with a very functional way to shoulder roll, palms down, thumbs forward, soften up my knees. And the whole time you're doing this, I want you to really pull in with your toes and then release. And we're going to be circling. And I know that Kathy's counting, okay? You don't go fast. You don't go high. Come right out at your arm socket, right out at your shoulder, right there, okay? So I want you to just stay doing this as long as I'm doing it. Don't go fast. We're trying to hit 30, okay? I think we're halfway there. Take a big breath. And you see I'm gripping with my toes. I'm rocking to my toes, to my heels. The whole time I'm doing this, I just want to feel how my feet are doing that kind of shifting from your heels to your midfoot to your toes. And then you grip with your toes. You just grab hold of the carpet, okay, or whatever you're on.
30.
Oh, she told us. Did you guys believe that's 30? Okay, bring them down. And the reason I'm going for the floor 30, both down and up, is I want you to feel this. This is a rotation. So this whole thing has been around. Now, if I wanted to really push this, bring your hands up. You're recovered now, right? Right. Okay, are you ready? First of all, look at your palms. Some of you have your palms out. I want them up. And you might have to soften your elbows a tiny bit or drop. Okay, that's okay. See, don't do this way up here. Do it here or even lower. Then start pointing backwards. Okay? Now, as you do this, gently turn your head, that means your chin, and your head from side to side. Don't go fast. Don't go fast. Take a big deep breath. Drop your shoulders. See, I'm going from my toes to my heels. Toes, grip to my heels. Okay, keep your shoulders down. Drop it down if you're getting so tired you think you have to quit. Don't quit, don't quit. Just drop your arms a little bit. Okay, keep going from toes to heels, turning your head, the whole head. Don't tilt, in other words. Don't just turn so that you don't have to turn your chin. Turn the whole head all the way. Take a big deep breath. Toes, heels, toes, heels. Okay, stay with me, stay with me.
30.
Oh, that was 30. I'll just do 2 or 3 more, just because, Kathy. Okay. See, we need Kathy to count. Tim is so glad. Can you even believe that? Just doing those 30 stinking little rotations? I can't believe it. These little moves matter, especially the roll back on your bed. Just start getting up differently. If you did that every morning, took those few minutes, that's a good time to say your prayers. Rolling back. You say, dear Lord, please help me not get so dizzy that I hit the floor here. Anyway. Anyway, you guys, good job. Let me take it off recording. I'm trying to find it. Sorry. I'm trying to find it. I don't know. Wait. I know it's here. Oh, there it is. So somebody's dying laughing at this.